evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. No, of course I didn't forget the update. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's not why I'm late at all. What are you talking about? So tonight, bringing you P1RC's Gr2 Thursday League. Tonight we are live from Lago Maggiore. We are at the GP Circuit tonight. So of course I actually quite like this one. Had some decent results here. Let's have a look who's in the room. So yeah, it is GR2s. It's no tyre or fuel, is there? Let's have a look. I can't remember. I do forget sometimes because there are so many. Oh yeah, 1 and 1. So nothing in it. Scowls, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Right, let's have a look. So we've got Mocking Weeks in the room. Myself, Rousey and Baba. Luke Doherty changed his name. Luke Doherty 94 this week. Fizz Ruckus, Dylan Curtin, Ghost Run Gaming. Real Will 72, Manny Afsik, it's just going to be Manny, Reg GT, Valiant Rage, Dizzy, AL3, P1RC and Scooby Doobs. Evening Reg GT, just give me a quick shout on the chat. Baggy Snails, evening mate, how you doing? I'm just saying, no I wasn't late, I didn't forget the update, Bags, honest, not late, I was on time. Lewis, evening, how you doing? Scully, yeah, good. Should be exciting, yeah. Michael Hepburn, oh, Valiant Raid, evening, how you doing? Lewis, jumping Nexus, yeah, there's an option for you. So, yeah, a couple of drivers missing. Have they actually started quali yet? It's quali in 2 minutes. Have they actually started quali yet? Let's get ourselves on track anyway, or maybe not, if Rao's sitting himself in the pits. Let's stick the usual lump on for you lot. Remember to pick up my keyboard, take that off screen. So yeah, it's a team event tonight. It's Team Lexus versus Team Nissan versus Team Honda. Let me whip up some information on that. Oh, just see Dylan Curtin parking himself off track. Many other drivers smashing into the wall. Valium out on track now then. Ghosting though. Scooby-Doo also in the Nissan. Ruckus, Team Lexus. Team Lexus Ghost in there. Raoul in the Nissan there. Nissan, Honda, or Reg GT. Baggy in the Honda as well. Dinner. Oh, that's a shame. So yeah, let me whip up some information on this series for you. Where's it gone? There it is. Pow. What's it going to be in there? Where's it gone? There we go. So yeah, it doesn't look like they haven't actually started quali yet with the amount of cars ghosting out. Raoul's still sat in the pits as well. So this is round 2 of the 8-week event, so 16 races in all. It's 2 races tonight, 15 minutes of quali into 2 20-minute races. So we've got Team Nissan, Team Honda and Team Lexus. We've got Rousey and Baba, team captain for Nissan. Teammates Dizzy, Valiant Rage, Luke Doherty and Scooby. Team Honda, team captain is Don Dotter, and then teammates Reg GT, Rear Wheel 72, P1RC Baggy, and Manny Afsik. There we go then. So yeah, changing it into the qualifying session now then. Dylan Curtin is team captain for Team Lexus, and his teammates are NGR Burnt Fry, Mocking Weeks, Fizz Ruckus and Dory. I don't see a Burnt Fry in the room. There's a Dylan. No, so there's no Burnt Fry. Let's see a Dory. Don't think I saw a Dory either. Struggling with his internet connection, is Dory, so rather than ruin people's races, he does sit them out. I've seen a Fizz. Have I seen a Fizz? Yeah, there's a Fizz. Who else are we missing? Reg GT's in the house. Don Dotter. Yeah, where's the Don? No Don Dotter. Will 72 is in the house. Scooby's here, Luke Doherty's here, Valley Rage, I think I've seen yet. Dizzy, I think Dizzy yet. So yeah, looks like Team Nissan, the only team with a full house tonight. 2 drivers short. That's a shame. We'll see if Honda and Lexus can make that up in the 2 races. So it is 2 races. Second race is a reverse grid. So 50 minutes quali into the first 20-minute race. Let's go see the first man out on track, Mr. Luke Doherty for Team Nissan. So, these are just out laps. Chat going on. What else is saying? Oh, Lewis Miller's on his way. He's had his dinner. He's on. George Harris giving Dizzy some shouts. Where is Diz? Where is Diz man? There he is. 9th on track currently, but no hot laps yet. These are just the out laps. Driver of Team Nissan tonight is Diz, as is Rao behind him. Doherty also out front on track, so these will become the hot laps. Let's go. Let's go on board for a lap with Mocking Weeks at the start of this quali then. So hard on the brakes into turn 1. Hard left into a hairpin right. Hard on the brakes for that one. Again, eager to get on the gas, but easy to get it wrong. Peeling over to the right just to hang it left. A little bit of a lift through the left-hander. Down into this almost hairpin, trying to get as much of that curve as possible. Not quite for Mocking Weeks there. Hard on the power down the hill then. So this corner's a little bit awkward. There's a little kink in and then the apex. It's difficult to get right. There's the apex there, and then it kinks on the way out as well. Not so bad on the way out. A little bit difficult if you don't know where the turn is beforehand. So back up the hill, full power. A little bit of a lift through the kinks. Pretty clean. You can run it quite wide through there. You can actually get 2 wheels either side of that yellow bubble curve as well, so hitting that curve on the right, hard on the power, then over the brow of the hill, down the big steep hill towards the hairpin, hard on the brakes again, trying to catch as much of that apex as possible. Careful not to run it out wide. Full speed through the left-hander. Does he keep it full through the right? Might have to lift a little bit in the GR2s. No, he's doing alright. Kept the power in. Purple sector as well. So into 3rd through the double right-hander. Keeps in 3rd on the 2nd part of that turn. Through the little left-hand kink. Down the hill again. Down towards the start-finish straight. Drops it a gear just at the end of that curb in. Peels it left there. Pulls it out as wide as possible without going off track. Back down the start-finish straight. Let's see what Mocking Weeks puts in. 3rd place with a 1:45.6. So good time to go on board. So driving Team Lexus tonight is Mocking. Let's see who is the fastest. Dizzy is the fastest man on track, 1:44.2. So Georgie Harris, sorry. Shouts obviously working if Dizzy's even listening. Rousey and Baba also in Team Nissan. Sorry, this was Nissan. Rousey and Baba then also Team Nissan, 1:44.7, about half a second back from Diz. Baggy off track in the background. Mocking Weeks for Team Lexus in 3rd. So almost a second back from Raul as well, 1.3 off P1, 1:45.6. Kurt in Team Lexus as well, 1:45.8 currently in his best sector so far. So Team Nissan Doherty as well in 5th position currently, 1:45.9. Dizzy and Wow, they've got a pretty good gap out front at the minute. It's only quali, so got to be carefully with these GR2 cars. They don't like going at slow speeds. Downforce is needed to keep them on track, really. Can be a little bit twitchy, not used to them. So Valium in 8th, then 1:46.5. Reg GT, Team Honda. Firing it through the almost hairpin at the bottom of the hill there, 1:46.5 for Reg. 9th place on the grid. Manny in 10th on 1:46.9, also for Team Honda. Ghost Rail Gaming 1:47.0 for Ghost Rail, sitting in 11th currently on the grid. Team Lexus 1:48.5. 12th, a bit of a twitch from the Lexus there, just throws it out of the way. Baggy currently sitting in 13th on the grid. Also Team Honda 1:45.0. I'm talking about 1:53.0. Don't know where it comes from. Does he still out front on that 1:44.2? Charles not been able to close him down yet. He's also not managed to better his time. Reg GT has though. He's chucked himself into 4th with a 1:45.6. Pushes him down in spots. First 2 laps pretty easy. Or crashing, one of the two. Doherty unable to beat that lap 2 at the minute, 1:45.9. Dizzy's chucked it in the pits. Is he taking on board fresh from the I think he probably is. Not that he needs it really. So Manny 9th, then 1:46.3, just going quicker. 1:45.9, Scoopy was on a 1:46.2, and he's just gone quicker, 1:46.3, so we're to 9th, then Valium Rage 1:46.5, so he has got a little bit quicker. 10th position, Ghost Rail Gaming still in 11th, that's the kind of cutting you need to be doing across that apex there, as much of that white stuff as possible. 7.8 though for Ghost Rail. He's taking 0.3 out of his time there. What's left? Let's stick with Ghost Rail and see what he's got. Take the final turn then. Fastest lap, 1:46.3, still in 11th unfortunately. And he's moved up a spot, he's in 12th, 1:47.9 for Bags. Nice sounding car is the Honda. Fizz down in 13th, he's just put his fastest lap of qualifying in, 1:47.2. Game, he's chucked himself in the pits. First sector for his times to count now. Yeah, can be difficult to track this one if you don't know it. Some awkward little turns. They don't look like it, but some off camber. like a normal corner, and you think, aha, I can take it at that speed. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's going to end up in the wall. So Raul then unable to close that gap on Diz in this qualifying session. We've got 4.5 minutes left. There's just a little purple sectors there. Not going to make much of a dent into Diz's time. Those purple sectors. Just had a swig of coffee. As well, whether that benefits him or not, we've yet to see. So, nice rules around the outside there, trying to just go quicker, 144.6. So it takes another 10 out of Dizzy's time. And, time slowly ticking away. 3.5 minutes left to try and get that position for Raul. That's GT then, to third. In fifth, in sixth. Pro Gamer, can we have a shout out to Rear Wheel Man? Yes, you can. Daughter and grandkids are watching. Smash it. Well, there he is. Sixth. There he is. Watching it. He's currently sitting in sixth. We are only qualifying though. 45.8 is his fastest on lap 3. In 7th, Team Nissan. 45.9 for Luke. He's unable to better that lap 2 either. Scooby just got himself back on track. He's not managed to better lap 2 either. 46.2. And he did that 146 on lap 4. Unable to better that. Valiant Rage again. Lap 3. So still in 10th. Ghost Drum Gaming is still in 11th. So a lot of time on board. His earlier stint does still count. Back in 12th is 13th then. So Dizzy looking good for pole position at the minute. 2 minutes left on the clock. Raul's only managed to take a 10th out of him in the last couple of laps or so. Just going a little bit quicker there then, 145.0. So he's just something with GT as he comes through this next timing line. Let's see what he's got. The fastest sections of this track now. Comes in. He's not as quick. Chrissy, oi! Hey! How you doing, Chrissy? You alright? Quick weeks then. Team Lexus in 4th. 1 minute left on the clock. And Raul, with his German efficiency, he doesn't hang about. He doesn't give the guys much chance when 15 minutes is up. You'll see it'll go into full ghost mode at like 15 minutes and 3 seconds. Race start, Bosch. Yeah, I'm good, Chrissy, I'm good. I'm alright. We're back at work and almost back to normality now. Still in 5th then. He's held on to that 5th position, even though his lap 2 got the time. 72, getting a shout out from the daughter and grandkids. Holding on to that 6th. Down there then. Qualifying, not many positions are going to change now. Doherty stays in 7th. Scooby slowed down. Manny Afik is he going to get across the line? Just Raul give him a chance to get across the line. Looks like he might get there. Sits in 9th still then. Ghost Realm Gaming in 10th, 46.4, so a little bit quicker for Ghost Realm. Valiant Rage 11th, P1 Baggy in 12th, and Physiocus in 13th. There we go then, into race 1 of this evening. Let's see how the GR2s get on with a good old smashing around Lago Maggiore then. Maggiore, someone might be able to correct me on my pronunciation. So Raul, Team Nissan then, Team Nissan take first row on the grid. Then we've got Honda and Lexus taking second row. Let me change cameras, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to put the old gubbins on for you. Not a great start, they've just got a great start right at the side of Diz already as they head down towards turn 1. He's got the inside line, diving up the inside there. Can Raul sticking around the outside? Raul does through the hairpin then, so Raul up into P1RC GT in second, Dizzy third. Might change yet, all the corners coming up. Come on, let me change camera with it. So let's have a look from the back of the pack with Manny Affec. So started in 9th, down in 13th already. So through this awkward hairpin, getting it through there pretty cleanly. Nobody off track yet, that's good to see. So let's ourselves up front, let's see what's actually going on. Raul then away on lap 1 after that cheeky little start through the hairpin. Roll around the outside of Reg GT, even though Reg GT got a flyer at the start. Raul just ran it around the outside, managed to pip into the hairpin, so taking P1 out of a minute. Reg GT in P2, Dizzy in P3. Not far back we've got Rocky Race in 4th, Doherty in 5th, Kilton in 6th. Losing a position at the start as well, down in 7th. Skewy in 8th. Some good battles going on. We're on lap 1 already. This field hasn't spread out just yet. Lucas, Baggy and Ghost Realm all pretty close. So that final turn then, Raul holds on to the lead. That hairpin where he saw him sneak into P1. He's got a second, 1.2 seconds over Reg GT. Reg GT looks like he might have had to go a little bit defensive from Dizzy behind. Battle brewing here. Change to that camera. It's not the one I want. So what Reg GT's got to deal with in his rearview mirror. The bright yellow Nissan of Dizzy all over his tailpipes now as they head up the hill towards the chicanes. Trying to run the outside, he's unable to do it. Gives the power window through the second part of it, closes in on Reg GT. Nowhere to go though through this little section. But you'll get a run on them as they head over the hill towards the hairpin. Tripped over the defensive line. They've got to be careful of Mocky Weeks trying to run around the outside. Different lines through there. Again, Dizzy closing up. Trying to run around the outside. Let's get a different camera angle on that. I'm going to miss something. He's run around the outside. He's got the inside line to the next turn as well. Can Reg GT hold on to it? Doesn't. So Dizzy sneaks through then up into second. So it's Nissan P1, P2. We've got Honda in P3, Lexus in P4, Lexus in P5, Nissan P6, Honda in P7, Nissan P8, Lexus P9, Lexus in P10, Honda in 11 and 12. Nissan back, Valiant Rage then, so it looks like Valiant Rage might have been off track. A few little scratches on the front of his car. So Rowland storming away with this one at the minute, 2.7 second lead. 4 minutes into race 1 of this evening. You can see the gap develop between himself and Diz. Diz now pulled almost a second over GT in the Honda. Now a bit of pressure from Team Lexus from Mocky Weeks. Fend off Mocky Weeks for that third position. Dylan Kewell, Team Lexus also closing in on him as well. Sixth then, got company on rear wheel 72 closing in as they head over the hill. He's in a Nissan sandwich at the minute, his rear wheel. Doherty in front, Scooby 555 behind. Cutting that apex nicely for rear wheel. Scooby in 8th then. Sean Gaming into 9th. Drivers in front. Ruckus, a little bit of a gap back to him now, 1.6 second gap back to Ruckus in 10th. Manny in 11th, second back himself for Team Honda. Maggie for Team Honda as well in 12th. Coming under pressure from Valley and Rage for that position at the minute. And these two drivers are a little way off the pace at the minute, 26.7 seconds back from race lead, 13 seconds back from Manny in 11th. So back out front then. Rao, yep, pulling more of a gap, 3.1 seconds now. Fastest lap of the race as well with a 1:44.9. Another little purple sector there as well, Rao. He's just putting in a purple sector to take that straight back off it. Slowly losing time to Rowell. GT has managed to hold on to that third at the minute. He's still got Mocky Weeks pretty close. A bit of a gap developed there though. Tiny bit of breathing room. Cliche, evening brother. How you doing, my friend? 5 seconds then back to the Lexus driver, Dylan. Dropping down the hill then. I do like this course. Hard on the brakes, swinging it through that apex. Back on the hill. So sitting 5th for Dylan. Luke holding on to 6th, although rear wheel's putting them under some serious pressure now as they head down the hill. Last couple of turns to go. Scooby's closed up on these two as well. With Scooby as he tries to hunt down rear wheel 72 and Luke Doherty in front. Oh, Luke Doherty's run deep through the hairpin. Rear wheel 72's got him down the inside, but Doherty keeps the inside line for this left-hander. He's a little bit lucky there, Luke. Wheel still piling the pressure on him in front though. Scooby losing a bit of time to those drivers through those last couple of turns. Now then, that's not good, is it? Streams feeds died. That's means I can't talk to you lot when you start chatting. Right, give me a second. Change this camera up. Stick it in. Not that view. That view for a minute. Not my favourite view, but you'll just have to bear with me when it was. Restart my tablet. Still here, don't worry, I'm not disappeared anywhere. Boom, we're back. Let's see what we're all chatting about still. Right, that's enough for you, Scooby. then into 9th. And Manny having a bit of a battle at the minute. 9 minutes into this race currently. Ghost gaming. A little bit of a race of his own at the minute. He's got 6.8 seconds in front of Manny and 5 seconds back to Baggy. Baggy has made a break from Valiant Rage now. 3 seconds that gap. Valiant Rage struggling in race 1 then on this circuit. So back out to Raoul then, 4.5 seconds in. He's not messing about in race 1. He had a bad race 2 last week. Or was it race 1? I can't remember. Yeah, not having the best of weeks last week for Raoul's championship contentions. Still stuck some points on the board for Team Nissan. That's another thing I need to find, but point standings. So Team Nissan doing well tonight in race 1, first and second currently. GT still only a second back from Diz now though. Closing in on Diz in front, Weeks in 4th then. Team Lexus in 4th and 5th. Still not managed to get past Luke Doherty yet. Serious pressure, but still not managed to get the job done. Nissan is a powerful car, doesn't pull well. So we'll just 7th currently. Scooby holds that 8th. A bit of a gap back to Fizz and Manny, battling out now for that 9th position. He's holding that inside line, managed to get past him. Can he now run it around the outside of Fizz in turn 1 and hold on to the hairpin? Dropped too far back. Oh, and he's lost the tail end coming through the hairpin and spun it off track. Oh yeah, these cars, they're not friendly at low speeds. They do require an awful lot of downforce to try and keep them in a straight line with the amount of power they've got. So Manny just losing places now. He's staying off track as well while Valiant Rage comes through as well. So unfortunately, he now sits out the back of the pack. He's going to have dirty tyres as well. Let's hope he doesn't spin it off on this turn. I didn't just stick with him to see if he span off at all. I didn't do that. So yeah, not great back for Manny there. Continues to dominate with his 4.8 second lead, just extended to 4.9 there. 8 minutes left on the clock. The fastest lap for Raoul, 1:44.6. So he's still in second. The Reg GT now lost another second to Diz somewhere through there. Careful from the attack from Wacky Weeks in 4th. Kjorten's still just lurking in the background in 5th. He's only 1.4 back from Wacken. 10.5 seconds back from race leader Raoul. Not looking good for chasing Raoul down for anybody in race 1. So Doherty then continues to hold on to that 6th position. Rear wheel 72, still right on his rear bumper as they head through here. Scooby still just again lurking in the background of this little fight. So I'm going to take 1 or 2 of these drivers to have a little bit of contact. And yeah, positions made up all over the place. So Fizz then. He's having a little race of his own. He's 5 seconds in front, 3 seconds behind to Ghost Realm. So Ghost Realm getting it wrong, looking like it. Because Lucas just managed to make a bit of a break from it at some point. It's a big old gap developed between those two. Again with Baggy as well. He's managed to make up another space after Manny's off-track action. Valiant Rage in 12th then. Through Manny's unfortunate events. pole position for race 2 if he stays here. He's taking some big old chunks out of Valiant's time. Another fastest lap for Raul then. Quite comfortable out front in the Nissan. Still holding on to that second. Pulling another 10th from Reg GT there. GT has pulled himself a little bit more of a gap from mocking weeks as well. I think we're almost up to 1.8 seconds, 1.9. So a couple of tenths away from mocking. He's also pulled a couple of tenths away from Dylan. So just starting to spread out now. Wheel 72 then does make a break past Luke Doherty through there. That's an awkward little turn to get it done. Possibly Luke Doherty running a bit wide. Back at him through this awkward hairpin. He's around the inside. Wheel 72's got to hope he's got enough power to stick with the Nissan as they head up towards these chicanes. Does do so, keeps the inside line, holds on to that 6th position then. Wheel 72. He's took him a few laps, but he's got it. You can see Luke Doherty and the Nissan's putting all sorts of grief back on him though, wanting that position back as soon as possible. He's got enough of a toe up here. He'll chuck himself over to the right hand side of the track, trying to drop the toe for Luke Doherty. That inside line as well, go a little bit defensive. Luke Doherty throws himself out to the outside line, going for the cut back through this hairpin. Wheel 72's got it a little bit wrong on the exit of that turn. That's going to slow him down a tiny bit. He does keep the inside line through there. Doherty still having to hold on to 7th. Rear Wheel doing well at the minute. Still a nice defensive line from Rear Wheel. Just chucks his car out in the middle of the track. Says you're not having that. So double apex right-hander then. Turns to go before they're onto the start-finish straight. Can they, Rear Wheel 72 fend off Doherty down the start-finish straight? It's not that long. Doesn't look like he's close enough, so 0.6 of a second Rear Wheel's got between himself and Doherty. No way Doherty can get anything done down the start-finish straight with that kind of gap. So Rear Wheel then back up into 6th. So he took a few laps. Got the job done though. Extending a little bit from Luke as well, so possibly just holding up Rear Wheel a tiny bit. We'll see if that gap can extend anymore, whether Luke can close it back down. So Scooby then just sat in the back watching that kick off. Still holds on to that 8th. Goes through the game at 9th then, got himself back past Fizz Ruckus. Looks like Fizz Ruckus has had a little bit of off-track action. Starting to get a bit of wear on. I know the tyre wear's not much, but the car's doing put a lot of pressure on him. Manny up into 11th then. Manny back up into 12th. Valiant Rage at the back of the pack now. It's a long way back as well. 47.5 seconds from Manny. Throwing himself in the pits. He's already been in for a fresh set of wheels by the look of it. Comes back out for another set of tyres. Got race leader just coming through to lap him there then. So Raul coming through. Followed by last place teammate Valiant Rage. He's got to make his way also going to make his way past Valiant Rage as well. These drivers will be slowly closing up to Valiant. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock. So Reg GT holds third then, mocking a little bit of a penalty for 4th. What's that penalty? Only 0.3 seconds. Plenty of time between himself and Dylan to drop that. So Rear Wheel then. His gap. No, he's not managed to make a break. That gap's back down to below a second. Still holds on to 6th though. You may get to see another lap here actually. Rear Wheel. Doherty 7th then. Scooby in 8th. Goes through up into 9th again. Fizz Ruckus 10th. P1 Baggy's not that far back from Fizz either. close that down to 1.2, 1.3. Does he gain anything down the hill through the hairpin? So 45 seconds left on the clock. May see another lap, I'm not too sure. We have got a couple of drivers already gone over the start-finish line, so they will see another lap. Here we've got Raoul, still being followed closely by Valiant Rage. And is in second place then, just coming through the very same hairpin. GT third then, Rocky to fourth, just losing that penalty through there. Dylan in fifth, rear wheel sixth, Luke in seventh, drifting that Nissan through turn one. Scooby in eighth, goes from ninth, turn one into that hairpin. So Fitzroy is 10th, Manny in 11th. Yeah, we are on to final lap now then. It's over the 20-minute mark. Manny in 12th. Manny going a little bit off-road in there in 12th. Manny Rage in 13th. So Manny's already crossed the finish line. So final lap with Raoul then. Managed to make a sneaky move up the inside into the hairpin on turn 2. Rolling around the outside of Reg G2, but also got a good start, making up a position himself off the grid. The purple sector as well, you sneaky bleeder. Don't put fastest lap in on the last lap, Raoul. It's just cheeky, that is. I think you hacked your PlayStation and put German cheat code into this lobby. That's what I think. Raoul takes the win. He does put another fastest lap of the race in, 1:44.538, taking that P1 position then. Dizzy takes second, HGT in third, Mocking coming through in fourth with a great big wiggle. Dylan Kjorton fifth. And gap back to rear wheel. He has managed to fend off Luke Doherty then. Gap extended as well, 1.8 seconds. Across the line with the handbrake for 6th, then rear wheel. Doherty 7th, Scooby in 8th, handbraking it across the line as well into oblivion. Ghost Realm coming over into the wall for Ghost Realm. Great, that's what we want. P1 Baggy and Fizz under pressure. Baggy getting past him then in the end then. P1 Baggy taking 10th. Fizz Ruckus 11th. Manny in 12th and Valiant Rage 13th. So, good bit of racing there. Raoul sort of stormed away with it a little bit. Yeah, but good battles brewing midfield. So we've got a few minutes wait before race 2. Let me see if I can pull up the points. I'm only going to see if I can pull up the points. Let's see if I can remember where they are. Here they are. So currently, let's have a look at team points first of all. Nissan are leading the way with 110 points from last week's races. Lexus in second with 91 points. And Honda with 68 points. Yeah, Honda are going to struggle this week for points as well. And Lexus, both are a driver down. No, we've got another driver. Who've I missed? Interesting. Yep, Honda driver down. So not going to score as many points, obviously. So let's have a look here then. So actually leading the way at the minute is Rousey and Baba with 39 points. Reg GT in second with 35 points. Dylan Kilton with 28 points. That's not including this race. Dizzy with 24 points. Right behind him on 23 points is Luke Doherty. Mocking Weeks is in 6th with 18 points. 17 points in 7th is Valium Rage. Dory in 8th with 14 points. Joint 9th, we've got Fizruckus and Manny on 12 points. Maggie in 11th then on 9 points. Don Dotter in 12th with 8 points. So Don didn't have a great week last week either. 13th for Scooby with 7 points. 14th for Rear Wheel on 4 points. And 15th for Burnt Pryor with no points. And he'll gain no points this week either. So that's current standings. I want to put the on stream back on, haven't I? I don't want top chat, I want live chat. So have we been given a time while we'll be waffling? Yes, race start at 9:55 then, so we've got a good 7 minutes of waffling. Let me have a drink of now cold coffee, which I don't like. It's just above room temperature, I'm going with that. As long as it's not been standing for hours. That I can't do. Luke Doherty giving it the beginning chat, saying that he braked hard not to smash into the back of rear wheel 72, otherwise he'd have had the position back. Yeah, heard it all before, bruv. Is he saying he struggled at that track? Oh, it didn't look like it. So there's been asks for rolling starts for race 2. See what happens. Yeah, quick shout out to all the latest subscribers. Fast Winder. Where do I look for them? Where are you lot? Not that. That's not what I want. There you are, Mr. Fast Winder. Subscribed the other day. Who else subscribed the other day? Let's have a look. That's just chat. Andrew M subscribed the other day. Shout out to him. Marion Burkhart. So that's family members of one of the GR3 races on Wednesdays. Luke Doherty in the chats. What are you saying, Luke? Phew, that was intense. Yeah. So hate this track. Didn't look like it. You were kind of keeping it on track. I do like this track myself. I have said it is an awkward one. It is a lot of off-camber turns in this one. Can be a little bit awkward to get right. So yeah, they are going for a rolling start for race 2 then. Yeah, reverse grid also for race 2. Puts Raoul and Dizzy at the back of the pack then. So yeah, 388 subscribers. Who'd have thunk it, eh? I was only at 200 at Christmas. I was giving out stickers at Christmas saying thanks for getting me to 200. That took me a year, and now I'm nearly at 400. Flipping Nora. Can't believe it. So yeah, big shout out to you lot for watching, liking, subscribing and all that sort of stuff, and spreading the channel. Appreciated. Doherty saying it would be okay if he wasn't racing against what? Aliens? Come on now. Ghost Realm Gaming, that was fun, Smoker, yeah? Yeah. Had a little bit of a race of your own though, Ghost Realm. Not much action for you on track. A couple of passes on Fizz. I suppose just watching the gaps come down and things like that can be exciting enough. Gaining positions. Even if it's just one position, that fight to get it can be the best fight of the race. So I want to accept that and I take that off screen for you lot. Let's see what race 2 brings then. So it is quite an infamous corner for Don Dotters in the house. Bosh. What happened in race 1, Don? Yeah, it's infamous corner race T1. Channel shared to what? To what? To my mate Smoker. Yes, bruv. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Ridge GT and Diz running about a second apart most of that race. I'm just out on track then, getting a few practices in. So Don then, Don, sneaky Don, where does he start? Are they going to stick him at the back of the pack, or are they going to stick him at the front of the pack? Let's see what happens. If they stick Don at the front, he's going to storm away with race 2. I can see it. Fizz Ruckus #1 from I Am the Legend. But I though. I though. I only see a name, I don't see any proof of being legendary. So yeah, lobby set by host. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether they stick Don. Like I say, if they stick him at the front, there's a good possibility he's going to disappear down the road. It might take Raul a lap or 3 to get through the pack and try and put any sort of challenge on Don. If they put him at the back, he's still got a good possibility of winning this race, actually, Don. So yeah, we should be pretty much about to start race 2. Let's go and find Raul. If he's ghosting... Oh, that's the wrong thing. What am I doing? You don't want to look at my car setup for my GR3 Ferrari, do you? And GT just giving the Honda team some shouts. So Raul sitting in the pits then, just organising the grid order. Not in rage, just getting angry with his car for some reason. He's gone to have a word with himself in the corner. Angrily look. And this is what happens. We get 35 seconds of spare time while Raul sets the grid and people go bonkers. Love it. There we go. Go strong, trying the first drive in. Almost got the J turn. The other drivers having to avoid him though. He is ghosting. Dizzy chucking in a handbrake for good measure. trying to get some sensible laps out with these maniacs out here. So yeah, we're just about to start race 2. Dotter not having much practice at all then for this one. Let's see how he gets on. It's still be interesting to find out where they put him on the grid. Race 2. Where's your mate Fizz Ruckus? Here he is, look. Sneaky practice start, is that what he's doing? Or is he going? What's he doing? Reversing down the track. He is going for a sneaky practice start, though. I don't know why he needs to reverse to do that, but HTT giving props out to Don Dotter. Let's go, champ. Spinning those rear tyres on Fizz. A little bit less gas mean. Or a great big handful of traction control. Looks like you've got traction control on, actually. Yep. Valley and Rage are on tyre wear ×1. He might still get to burn those tyres out yet. Rear quarter panel damage. Dotter then does manage to get an outlap in. So the Team Honda driver turning up only for race 2. Help him out. He's a faster driver from Team Honda. Let's see what he sticks in, and final turn to go. A little bit of off-road action there for Don. 46.2. Yeah, so a little bit off the pace at the minute in terms of lap times, but not bad for his second lap around the track, to be honest. So I'd have thought we're going to see Rousey and Baba, yeah, out on track now. So we should get the green light for race 2 at any second. Any second. Raoul. Speak up a bit, that's what it is. Now that's legendary. I am legend. I'm talking to a man who can't even hear me, and he heard me, damn it. Rolling start for race 2 then. So the car's a little bit further apart in the race order, grid order. It does make it slightly safer into turn 1. So yeah, they've put Don Dotter at the back of the pack then. So a lot of work for Don to do to try and fight through this lot. The driver down, Valley and Rage then will lead us down the hill towards race start. Like I say, a rolling start for this race 2. Makes it a little bit of a prettier sight into turn 1. So they stick the hammer down then. Valley and Rage leads us down the track. So you can see the big gaps already. Just means they're not all side by side as they come into this turn. Oh, and he's got it wrong into turn 1 already. Running it a bit deep through there. Valley and Rage trying to spin the rear end of that Nissan up. So Manny holds on to second then. Fizz Ruckus putting all sorts of pressure on him though. Heading to turn 4. Down the inside for Fizz. Keeps it cleanly through there. Whoa, who's that? Ghost Realm Gaming, he's off track. We've got Nissan Scooby just gaining a bit of off-road action as well. Ghost Realm Gaming just getting himself back on track then. Just getting it wrong on the exit of turn 4 there. A lot of work to do now. 6 seconds back already for Ghost Realm. Let's see how he gets on. losing a bit more time. So Valiant Rage then out front by a fair old chunk, 2.1 seconds. Fizz Ruckus, so got past Manny, so up into the second for Fizz. Manny in third, then Baggy right behind him in fourth. Oh, a little bit of contact between Baggy and Manny. Manny keeps on track, Baggy loses position, he's given that slow down just in case Manny got fired off track, and that's cost him 3 positions then. Side by side with Dylan. Lost out through there though. Can he fend off rear wheel 72 as they head down the hill? Does just. Rear wheel's just lost a couple of positions there though. Dylan's managed to get through, got past him. Oh, sorry, Mocking Weeks has got past him. So GT in 8th then. 72 now in 9th, so we are a little bit slow coming through those turns, just now GT through as well. So Raoul up into 10th already, Dizzy in 11th, Dom Dotter's followed them through as well, he's up into 12th. Scooby 13th, and Ghost Rail in 14th then, after that off-track action. Close that gap up though nicely, 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds now on Scooby. So Valiant Rage then out front, Team Nissan, 2.8 second lead over Fizz Ruckus, Team Lexus. Third place right behind him is Manny, fending off Team Nissan in from Luke Doherty. Dylan Kilton 5th for Team Lexus. Honda battling it out with Mocking Weeks for that 6th position. Got it as well as Baggy. So Honda up into 6th then, Lexus 7th, Honda 8th. Honda also 9th as well, Nissan 10th. Big train of cars heading over this hill then. Let's see what it looks like from Manny Affec's point of view. This train of cars he's got behind him. Luke Doherty in 4th. Flick back to Baggy Snails in a minute. He's got a real melee of drivers coming up behind him. Reg GT, Mocking Weeks, Rear Wheel 72. Raoul in that fight as well. So Baggy holding on to 6th at the minute. Mocking Weeks just losing the tail end of that Lexus. Just a little bit of a punt to Reg GT. Reg GT kept his place, and unfortunately Mocking Weeks has dropped to the back of this fight now after he also dropped his speed off just to make sure that if Reg GT went off, he was in a position to give that place back. Oh, he's running deep there though, off track. We've got a couple of drivers off track there. Let me flick. Did we get there? Can't even see it. Might have been Dom Dotter firing himself off track there. No, it's Rear Wheel 72. So down 13th down there for Rear Wheel. Goes through on gaming then, put him under pressure for that final position. What's going on here? Why does it say Dizzy in 14th? Dizzy's at the back of the pack then. Mocking Weeks clap him off, possibly, because Mocking Weeks has slowed down as well. So, putting a bit of a dent in their race with some off-track action. They'll have to battle it out amongst themselves at the minute. So Valiant Rage then out front, 5.2 second lead he's got currently for Team Nissan. Looking very comfortable at the minute. 15 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time for anything to happen. But quite comfortable in P1 at the minute. Physically can't even see Fizz Ruckus in the background. So Fizz Ruckus in 2nd then. He's got all sorts of drivers trying to take that position off him. He's got Dylan Kilton, his teammate, in P3. Luke Doherty in P4. Also got Manny Affec holding on to P5. P6, Rousey and Babbers up into 7th. So working his way through this crowd. Raoul started at the back of the pack, except for Don, who was a late arrival for this race. So Raoul's 7th, then Reg GT 8th, Don Dotter 9th, Scooby in 10th, Rear Wheel in 11th, Ghostrelm in 12th, Dizzy 13th, and Mockin 14th. So a bit of a penalty for Mockin to drop there as well, 0.4 of a second. Losing it through there. So 5-second lead for Valiant. Dylan, now he's managed to make a break into second place, closing that gap down. There we go, two wheels either side of that yellow sausage curb. Got to get it right. It can give you a great big penalty or chuck you all over the track. Below 5 seconds. Another tenth taken out of him just through that hairpin there, actually. So chopping all sorts of time out of Valiant Rage at the minute is Dylan. A bit of a gap between himself and Fizz in third. So Team Lexus driver coming under pressure from Team Nissan driver Luke Doherty now for third position. Oh, Luke nearly losing the Nissan there, nearly taking Fizz with him. Then Team Nissan up into 5th. He's got himself past Baggy and Don. Sorry, not Don. Don was followed him through. So we've got Honda 6, Honda 7, Honda 8 and Honda 9 at the minute. Don, Baggy, Reg and Manny all in a train. Manny losing all sorts of positions though. He was holding on to 5th. 9th at the minute. Scooby in 10th, then followed by the other Honda driver, rear wheel 72. Ghostrelm Gaming holding on to that 12th place. 4.3 seconds back for Team Nissan. I think after a slight collision with this man Mockin Weeks. So a little bit off the pack at the minute for these two. Like I say, 12 minutes left of the race, so anything can happen. So back up front then, Valiant Rage, his gap down to 4.1 seconds. Dylan Curtin, he's got all sorts of power tools out on that time. 4.2 seconds, great big chop of that apex there. It's going to be below 4 seconds soon. So he's actually pulled a second himself over Fizz. Fizz is coming under pressure from these two Nissan though, round up into 4th. Looks like team orders might be coming into play. Luke Doherty possibly letting Raul through. Nothing wrong with that. It's nothing against it in these races. Fizz doing a hell of a job at the minute, fending off these drivers behind. Oh, contact between himself and Raul. Raul going for a little bit of a move down the inside. Contact with Raul and Fizz, very lucky to keep that position. Raul then down the inside. Has he run it too deep on the grass? No, he hasn't. Fizz Ruckus runs him round the outside again. Raul's got the run on him. And Fizz is back up into 3rd. He's got the inside line into this turn. Can Raul hold on to it into the hairpin? Oh, nearly 4 wide as they head into here. Fizz Ruckus then still holds on to that 3rd just the skin of his teeth. He's got Nissans and Hondas bearing down all over him. Raul tries a little look down the inside, doesn't get the job done, so Fizz again still holds on to that 3rd. Raul 4th, Luke Doherty 5th, Don Notta 6th then, Reg GT 7th, P1 Baggy in 8th, Manny in 9th, Scooby 10th, Little in 11th, Ghostrelm 12th, Dizzy close that gap up, 13th, and Mockin Weeks in 14th. I'm just going to shoot my way back up to this line, kicking off here. RCM Baba then does get the run on Fizz Ruckus down the hill into the hairpin. Can Fizz Ruckus run back on him? Oh, he's coming under pressure from Luke Doherty for that 4th position now, so pushed down into 5th. Now he's got Reg GT giving him all sorts of grief. He's actually managed to make his way past Don Dotter, so Don being pushed down another spot. Looking to get down the inside there for Reg GT, not quite a big enough gap. Oh, that's Doherty running himself off track as well, a little bit in front. Reg GT going down the inside of Fizz there. Clean as well, can't get the job done. almost puts Dotter off track. He does. He puts him into the wall a little bit, slows him down. Oh, there's a big melee of cars coming down here. I can hardly keep up. It's insane. Raoul then up into third. See what's going off in front. Valiant Rage then. That gap's come down to 1.6 seconds between Valiant and Dylan. RCM Baba then from the back of the pack. 6.6 seconds gap between himself and second place now Dylan. What have we got? About 8.5 minutes left. A lot of work to do for Raoul, but it's not impossible for him. So Doherty then also Team Nissan in fourth. Is now fifth. Getting a bit of pressure from those Hondas behind. HGT, Baggy. What's happened to Don Dotter? Where's Don Dotter gone? Oh my god, Don Dotter down in 13th. Don's been off somewhere. It's a shame for Don. Good for race 2. Let's see what's going on here then. Valiant Rage still holding on to P1, only just 0.8 of a second between himself and Dylan. So Nissan versus Lexus. Managed to hold that gap from Raoul CM Baba, 6.2 seconds. So on board with Dylan, the gap is at 0.9 of a second, although Valiant has just picked up half a second penalty. Into turn 1 then. Hard on the brakes into turn 2, losing a bit of that penalty through their Valiant Rage. That has allowed Dylan to close that gap then, 0.6 of a second. Exploring track limits there then, so still at 0.6 of a second as they head down the hill. Able to make anything happen through that awkward turn. Still within striking distance of Valiant Rage in front, 0.5 of a second. Valiant still not lost all that penalty yet either. Dylan can do with being right on his tailpipes as they come around these final turns. Wow, he's run himself deep though onto the grass. Slowed him down, he's going to lose all that time again to Valiant Rage. Just see Valiant Rage stretching that gap out in front now. Relieving himself of any pressure from Dylan Kjorton's attacks for the next few minutes. So still less than a second between these two. RCM Baba in the meantime has closed the gap down to less than 4 seconds behind. See him in a rear view mirror. Not quite. Rage then holding on to that P1 currently. Dylan Kjorton though looking for the attack at some point in this race. 5.5 minutes remaining. There was Raoul just coming through the final turn there then. So not that far back at all. If we go on board with Raoul, you can see the other drivers in distance. Nice and easy through turn 1 then for Raoul. He is a very consistent, very clean driver, is Raoul. Gap down to 3.2 seconds. So we'll come back and check that out. Luke Doherty in 4th, then Reggie T 5th, just about keeping on track as we flick over to him. Holding on to 6th, Dizzy 7th then, so he's clawed his way back through the pack after being off track at the back of the pack. But 7th then for Diz, might even take that 6th down the inside of P1 Baggy, not quite able to get it done through there. Baggy holding on to 6th then, Dizzy 7th, Scooby 8th, there's Ruckus in 9th. 10th, so still a good fight brewing here. Management in 11th, a little bit of a penalty. Rear wheel 12th, Mockery 13th, Dom Dotter 14th. So some of the big contenders are sitting at the back of the pack, still fighting their way through after some off-track action between themselves. I think we need a bit of, not that one. Let's go on board with this one. See the action in front. Still pretty tightly packed in the back of this pack here. Dotto, unfortunately, with his off-track action, sticks himself right at the back of the pack. Bumper to bumper then through there, literally. Wow, the two Hondas running it deep through the turn. That's going to slow them down. Manny Affleck then off track. He's now at the back of the pack. Rear Wheel doing the same thing, but kept control of it. He's picked up a penalty though. Whoa, nearly losing the tail end. That's slowed him down. It's going to allow Mocky Weeks and Don Dotter through then as they head down towards turn one. So does Don Dotter just backs off, allows Rear Wheel to hold on to that place. A little bit of contact between Rear Wheel and Mocky. Mocky drifting wide there. Again, Rear Wheel just slowing down a little bit in case Mocky Weeks got fired off. Good respect between these drivers. They have raced together for a long time. So Don Dotter then pushes his way up into 12th, still piling the pressure on Mocky Weeks in front. While I've been chatting, Dylan Kjorton has managed to get his way out front. Sorry mate, we've missed that race for the lead. We've got Rousey and Baba only 1.1 seconds back in the Nissan. Valiant Rage still trying to hang on to third though. It's got 7 seconds, 8 seconds back to this fight. Reg GT and Luke Doherty side by side as they head down the hill. Reg GT's got the advantage as they head down towards this almost hairpin. Goes on to fourth, then Luke Doherty fifth. Rage, as I was saying, was just hanging on to the coattails of Rousey and Baba in front. Dylan Kjorton. Rao then, having, I'm going to say, he's probably going to have my driver of the day at the minute. The back of the pack to the front. 0.7 of a second behind Dylan Kjorton. Only 2 minutes left. So we'll see. Wow, Rao's got it all wrong into turn one. He's got it all wrong into turn one. He's kicking off behind as well. On a wall of Nissans. Trying to fend off the attack from Reg GT in that 5th place Honda. Side by side as they head into turn 3 then. Doherty fending off Reg GT. Reg GT's had a good drive through that turn though. Holds on to, oh no, he doesn't put himself deep. Allows Luke Doherty to come straight back at him. Dizzy's now in a position to make a move as they head down towards this awkward little double apexed almost hairpin. Craden, wow, Raoul didn't he in turn 1? Yep. This is Raoul we're talking about. So Dylan then holds on to that P1 position, 3.2 seconds the gap. A minute left on the clock. Valiant Rage then second, Raoul third, Doherty fourth, Reg in, no he's not, so yes he is, Reg in fifth. Still not managed to get all over the tail end of Luke Doherty. Not able to get past him though. Careful, he's got Dizzy right behind him looking to make a move. He's only going to make a tiny little mistake. Dizzy will fire through a gap there. And the same with Baggy in the background, holding on to 7th position at the minute. 8th. Oh, Ghost Realm got it massively wide through there. Oh, he's off track. Kept it in a straight line, amazing. Though, down in 10th now. Oh, he's caught Mocky Weeks. He's caught Mocky Weeks through turn 1. Ghostrel, Mocky Weeks is all over the place. Ah, Mocky Weeks now at the back of the pack on the last lap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dylan Kjorton then. So we are on to the final lap. We'll just stick with Dylan, Valiant Rage and Raoul. So Rage, can he fend off the attack from Raoul or does he give him the position? Let's wait and see. Our team orders in play. Raoul then already going to the inside line. Showing Valiant Rage's intent. Back over to the racing line now though. drivers going to battle it out? Or are they going to come home as they are? Is the place going to be relinquished? Dylan Kjorten then coming right through the last couple of turns. Still kicking off in the background between the two Nissan drivers. Valiant Rage though still holds on to P2 at the minute. So Dylan then comes through the final turn. Some nice points on the board for Team Lexus with that win. Valiant Rage then with Rousey and Baba almost side by side. Valiant takes that second, Raul takes third. Good points on the board for Nissan tonight, both races. Doherty fourth, Dizzy's got up into fifth. There's all sorts of wiggles. Oh my god, I couldn't keep up. Oh my god, Dizzy's fifth, Baggy's sixth, Scooby seventh. GT8 got dotted ninth. Oh, it's chaos. Ruckus 10th, Real 72 in 11th, Manny in 12th, Mocking Weeks 13th, and Ghost Realm in 14th. Yeah, so it looks like Ghost Realm pulled over to the side of the track to allow Mocking Weeks to come back through and take that position. But yeah, very unfortunate in the final lap of the race there. Mocking Weeks, I can imagine, will not be happy with that. But yes, some good racing tonight in the GR2 class. So, let me just think about what we got coming up. Blibbity blam. What are we on today? Thursday. So, Monday. That's it. Back on Monday at 8:30 for after the mid-season break for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Come and check that out. 8:30 on the channel. Nothing on Tuesdays now. Then back Wednesday for the GR3 Team versus Team event. Next Gen versus SimFX versus CRT versus MRC. Some good racing in that one as well. I forget where that was from. I forget where both the races are from, to be honest. And then back for the next Thursday for the following round of this. Let me just... have I got... Can I get quickly enough? Next round. Where is it? So next round is Circuit de Saint Croix. Another favourite of mine actually, the Saint Croix tracks. So that's next week. That will also be at 9 o'clock. So Monday and Wednesday at 8:30, and then back Thursday for round 3 of this at 9 o'clock. Come and check it out. I will put links in the description. Oh yeah, no, I've been slack. I've been slack. I've got a Discord. I'll put links in the description to that. Hit me up on Twitter if you want, darksmoka. I've got a PayPal as well, darksmoka@googlemail, if you want to give me a little bit of snickety schnoing. That would much appreciated. It's the first time I've ever said it. I feel like a bit of a asking, but you know, it's what YouTubers do, so why not? No problem, Raul. So yeah, you know what's coming up. That's me done. Some good racing tonight, and if I don't see you before, I'll see you Monday. Like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. Tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.